Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, I've gone back to the dark side of playing blue like a sucker. This one's blue-black, which is Dimir, and it's a control deck at that. But luckily, it's not too control. You actually get to put dudes out and fight. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, somebody who firmly believes in you, despite what your mama says, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you.
Filmed before a live studio audience.
Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the AetherHub. I was looking through the the latest on AetherHub list, and I found this particular deck had a pretty decent win rate, and I thought, let's try it out. I took a look at it. It was Dimir, which I'm kind of disappointed. I used to love Dimir. I don't forget when. Ravnica a while back ago. Maybe it did some mill kind of stuff or whatever. But since then, Dimir's been kind of stupid, and I haven't liked it. But this one looked okay. All the cards in it weren't too stupid. I can't say stupid enough, right? We got Sheoldred in there. We got Ertai, Liliana, Gix, Kitesail Larcenist, absolutely, right? All looking kind of good. And I thought, it's got a decent win rate. Maybe this deck is better than what I'm imagining it to be. And I know some people love it, so we're going to try it out. Now, one thing is it did come with a couple of Make Disappears, which are those counter spells where they can pay 2 to overwrite it. I took them out and put Water Wings instead because it's an instant. It costs 2. It's just like Make Disappear, and it gives your dude hexproof. And I'm just like, look, that makes it practically like a counter spell, provided that they're trying to touch your creature, and that's okay. But when you're preventing other people from putting their stuff out, that's the devil's work. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through these cards super quick, and there's a lot of them, and then we'll talk a little bit about how the deck should work, and then we're going to go out and crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got? We got Cheap Flying Guy, who puts out a map, Creatures Kill, Cheap Flying Guy. It seems to be kind of a pattern here, right? That lets you surveil. Cheap Flying Guy, both that let you draw cards. A vehicle that pumps your dudes up, sorta, kinda, and or looks for lands. Protection for your guy, and or pumps him up and gives him flying potentially. Creature Kill, discard, and lifelink, and Cheap Flying Guy. Creature Kill. Basically, creature removal and moderately priced Flying Guy with Ward. This guy does card draw. This one forces people to discard or sacrifice a creature. Sheoldred punishes people for drawing cards. You get life for drawing cards. This guy either counters a spell or destroys target creature or planeswalker. And over here we get to do a little creature kill and or pulling things back from the graveyard every single turn. Lots of lands. Specifically, I want to point out Restless Reef, which is a man land, and a 4/4 with Death Touch. And then Mirrex puts out little toxic mite babies. So what are we going to do? We are going to kill a bunch of creatures with the stuff that we have. We're going to get out a bunch of cheap flying guys, possibly force them to discard stuff and or draw a bunch of cards. It's a Dimir miracle. It's like Christmas morning. Eventually, between the ultimate might of everything we've gone on, we'll grind them down to nothing and we'll have won the game. All right, so that's pretty much it. Now, before we go out and do some damage, let's do as we always do. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxroll, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, we're playing against DEIMOS. I think I said it right the first time. DEIMOS. Keep. All right, 2 singles. Lots of black. Just Sheoldred there, looking all shouldered-y. Yeah, I got blue. That would be cool. Get him! All right, we got to cut down right in the wings, waiting to take that guy out. Based on nothing. Ooh, that's the guy that I really hate. Am I really playing any sort of enchantment or artifact? Not really. I can think of. Let's see. Let's go for number 3. And I don't care about a 1/1. I really don't. Kitesail Larcenist is fun to eat. Part of this delicious breakfast treat. Yeah, man. You got it. Whatever you want. I got to get out of day-night, though, don't I? All right, so that means our poor Sheoldred there continue to be awesome. What are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's number 6. We need 7 for Virtue Persistence. Not that we're really showing all that much in graveyards at the moment. Yeah, you just put on a Storm Chaser. That's what you should do. Should I try to give it up? I should. I go just bring it back with this. I'll do that. Come back to me, Sheoldred. Grab a little bit of life. Make a little love. Get down tonight. There we go. All right. Well, I was thinking 9's great, but then I looked at my total. I'm at 11, like a sucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. We can get out the Virtual Persistence. All right, this guy doesn't have anything up his hand. And you got nothing. I don't know what you think you're going to do. This guy pump? Yeah, you can put counters on him. So you can pump up to a 4 with the amount that you got going on there. All right, we're holding strong. Subterranean Schooner's looking good. We down to 5. I mean, let's see. If I just do nothing, I can attack for 3 and Sheoldred could do the rest. That's cool. You want to draw a card? Is that the deal? Yeah, draw a card. That's going to be so horrible for you. And we win! This guy knew it! Victory! Now we're playing against Ulu. Somebody really likes use a lot. And decided to put an L right in the middle of it. 1, 2, 3. I can count 2, 3. I'll tell you, we'll go for blood is what we're going to do. I'll go ahead and pay it. What's life anyway? Get in the pod. Quint head. Geese. Alright, let's see what this guy's got. Ooh, he had went down low with his mulliganing. He wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get that card. Who do I want first? Alright, we can go for the throat when he puts out Krinko there. Unless you can't get any more mana. We got actually just a lot of good removal now I think about it. I think this guy's trying to play a War Leader's Call deck. Oh. We'll go up to that. I don't want to turn one of my own guys into a treasure. I don't quite need it. I tell you guys how much I like Kitesail Larcenist. But I like him so much better than Gruul Cathar, because he's got a bigger butt, he can fly, he's got ward, and he turns things into treasures which people are much more likely to want to get rid of. And so it's not like with the Cathar where you're just sitting there just saying, please shoot me so you can have your guy back. In this case, they're like, yeah, maybe I'll use it for the treasure. It'll be fine. But look, I'm providing him. That's what he really wanted to do. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Ertai Resurrected out there yet. I gotta say, go for the throat. Do I really? Yeah, I do. Alright, we just kind of have to hold on to what we got. Gotta be reactive here. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Oh, god dang it. He was trying to warn me. Now I'm just going to town because I am angry. And I'm killing myself. Alright, got water wings to keep a dude alive and protected. 3, 4, 5, 6. I got wind. Provided he doesn't block. He's not blocking. Alright, my turn. Here we go. And 4. Brings it in for a win. Winner, winner! Victory dinner! Alright, we're playing against Cerkaz. Cerkaz. It needs the Z, apparently. Keep. All right, look at all these different lands, man. That's just nuts. All right, let's put down the slow one. Let's nuke that guy in the head. Knock it. Knock it, knock it. All right, 2. Let's go for the bat. Let's see what we're going to be playing against here. Buy ourselves some time. What does that thing even do? Enchant creature. There's an assassin. And so there's other types. Hey there, Cubert. Here's some Energon cubes for you. Have a good time. All right, let's go for the bat. He's up to 2. What you got there? All right, so we have the ability to remove a couple other guys. That's not bad. Those bounces aren't the best, but then again, I can just recast again if I need to. Ghost's not going to help you. Or sort of helps you, doesn't it, there? What is that, a ward 2? What does this thing do? Yeah, I don't care. We're fine. Go get him, bats! It's a good thing about those little bats. We're actually gaining 2 life per turn. That's a guy we're going to have to kill. It's all like that. Got our own bouncer at this point. Shark! Everybody out of the water! See if milling is a good idea or a bad idea against this guy. Alright, I like the control this deck has. You don't, oh, you have 3, so you can cast it. Like a sucker. Yoink. Oh, yeah, we're cool. And what do we got back here? Let's go look at his hand again. You had 2 mana. Alright, I guess I get that then. I got 2 mana and a running board. Let's go for that guy. Alright. Let it happen. Sweet, sweet release of death is coming your way. Come on. You're not going to be able to do much with your mana. You're looking to see whether your cloak can do anything? Damage! All right, so he's a 7. I'm a 20. All my dudes are flying. Maybe I have something better that he doesn't have, huh? I can always bounce it back to my hand. Ah! Yeah, I can bounce that back to my hand. I guess I can't bounce that back. Oh yeah, Planeswalker. I totally can. Gotta remind myself, I got a 4/4 shark over there. Let's shark up, baby. Let's cancel out. I could do this. There we go. I can put it behind the wheel of my schooner. I know what you're not going to do, which is anything. All in the face. Pump that dude up. Mill 4 cards. Mill 4 more. There you go. Alright, so you can block the schooner if you like. Or the shark. It doesn't seem fun. Let's not play that. Lose a guy. Let's see, if you're going to block a 4, you're still going to take 3, 4, 5, 6. You can live this turn, though. Yeah, that's your only move. I mean, my other move is I could have put this out, use this, pump one of my other dudes up, and hope that the next card wasn't a land. You want your guy back, don't you? Okay, you're up to 3. Means I can do 3 with what I'm seeing right now. That's it for your mana. You don't have anything to cast, man. Not a dang thing. I'm expecting potty pants. I mean, if you want to be bitter about it, yeah, go after my hand. Good game. There we go. Winner, winner. Cheeseburger and rice. All right, we're going to be playing against Lima Kilo 4. LK4. All right, so here's our boys. Let's go over his hand. He's going to get it back eventually. All right, so if I can get up to 4, we can pull out Ertai at some point. All right, Tail, we're going to throw that down. You going to about the double striker? I would expect it. All right, there's our 4, which we have to hold on to, unfortunately. He doesn't have enough white to be able to wipe the board. Let's get rid of that guy. All right, well, let's go nuts. I mean, I know I'm just begging him to wipe the board at this point. I'll hold on to Yawgmoth just in case. All right, if he tries to go after individuals, we use Water Wing to keep it protected. Don't put out a white mana. Don't do it. Yeah. He just keeps drawing cards. I can say he's just playing a bombardment deck, but no, he's put out creatures. We've just been jerks to it. What do I got? 3, 4, 5. I can do 9, unfortunately. All right, well, we got Water Wings still. I have a hate for this. Here's what I'm guessing. We're going to get the board wiped. Then we're going to be able to put out, there he goes. And then we're going to be able to put out Gix. Yeah. And then I'll be able to use a Schooner to be able to win. Should we do this a cheaper way? And we win. All right, great. Winner, winner, victory dinner. All right, we're playing against Venus and Furs. Free mana. We got some stuff. All right, nothing on 1. We can do is touch stuff. Ooh, it's magic. Look, everybody, it's wrench. Or it's a lead pipe. You know, it's good for drinking water through. Death. Okay, that was a huge mistake on my part. Yeah, I set myself a whole turn back there. I mean, the deal is we should have gotten the Spyglass out this turn, and then we should have had this guy attacking. We need to kill that guy off fast. All right, come on. Pass the rock, yo. These Izzet players, man, they always take forever. They build these elaborate mousetrap kind of things going on. And they just want to play them like crazy. And it just takes them forever to play. Shoo! Singleton. And we win. That's what you get, is it? In your face. Alright, so here we are with our Dimir control deck. Yeah, I mean, this thing was incredibly good. Really, really good. We ended up with an 86% win rate. Ooh, man. Yeah, it's a big winner. It's got lots of control, and it does a great job. You know, what it was about it, I think, was that you had a lot of creatures. They were small, but still you were able to, like, pin things down between the, we got the Kitesail Larcenist, you know, exiling things, and Deep-Cavern Bat exiling things out of people's hands. We got a lot of creature control. Liliana doing her thing. Ertai coming out and potentially countering things. And then, of course, Sheoldred coming out and just grinding them down with the constant, you know, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. So yeah, that's what made this deck so good, is it was a lot of little things, but they all added up to doing a fantastic job. And I can say I took on all comers, and this thing just, I mean, I lost once out of 7 games. That was it. So yeah, big time great. All right, so let's see, who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? That is an interesting question. You know, it's funny is that you'd think that I'd prepare for these things since I'm going to ask it every single time. And who's the most valuable player in this one? I mean, the card that I was most looking forward to is probably Sheoldred, just because Sheoldred is that thing that gets out there and kind of plays itself after that point. Everything up until a point you're doing something and just sort of, you know, it works one time. I mean, you get creatures out and they kind of attack, but our creatures are gigantic wusses for the most part. The guy I'm kind of most excited by is Kitesail Larcenist, just because he's got flying and he's attacking. So therefore, I don't have to worry about him dying generally. The fact that you pin something down, you know, it's all, there's a lot of good value after the Kitesail Larcenist, but Sheoldred is really the thing that is like a battery, that it just gives you that life that you need whenever you draw cards and makes your opponents lose life whenever they do. So it just swings it so horribly in your direction. All right, so I'm going to have to give it to Sheoldred. That's an oldie but a goodie, but Sheoldred is the MVP of this deck. So congratulations, Sheoldred. You're going to Disneyland. All right, so was this deck competitive? Man, at 86%, I'd say yes, this is a competitive deck. I would take it on the rank. I think it's going to do very well. I'm not so sure it'll go good against like aggro or something. I did well against people trying to pull. Yeah, I did go against War Leader's Call at one point. The best part for me was that one time I played against it and I was able to use Ertai on it as a counterspell. Don't tell anybody I played counterspells. In fact, you know, and that was fantastic. But secondly, even though they got War Leader's Call out, I was able to like just keep them from doing stuff enough that I was able to keep that damage. All the flying guys coming in and attacking. Not to mention the life gain from the Deep-Cavern Bat and Sheoldred allows you to just, that helps to defeat that whole, you know, aggro ping kind of a deck. All right, so yeah, absolutely, this is a competitive deck. Number 2, was this deck fun? It's not my deal. I mean, I love aggro, and this one, for being a control deck, definitely had a lot of cheap, aggressive guys in it. There's no haste. The closest thing we got to haste is a vehicle, because what that is that you put your vehicle out, and then you play another dude on the next turn, at which point, rather than that dude attacking, the Subterranean Schooner can attack on his behalf. So I kind of think of it as a haste machine that kind of allows you to just kind of do 3-4 and pump and everything. So for having something that doesn't have any haste, the Subterranean Schooner kind of makes it into a hasty deck, especially with all the little aggro guys that come out and do something. Yeah, it helps them to suddenly be able to be in the fray. Plus, it makes them big. It's like putting on a little bit of armor, Iron Man armor there, like Bruce Banner did in that last Avengers movie when he was doing the Hulkbuster stuff. All right, so but was it fun? It was more or less fun. I did appreciate the control. That was cool. It was nice keeping people down and then being able to just keep at it. It wasn't as fun as a good aggro red deck. I know you people that hate aggro red are rolling in your graves right now, like you should be in your graves. But it was still pretty fun. All right, was this deck interesting? You know, I almost didn't play it because I didn't think it was interesting. The only reason why I did play it is because I haven't played Dimir in a long time. And I thought, I need to play. This one has a nice win rate on it. You know, I'm going to see how well it is. But nothing in here kind of stood out as being anything I was really excited by, except for like Kitesail Larcenist. The thing I did though is they had, what was in here originally? Make disappear. I took them out and put water wings in. I wanted to play with water wings. What I like is I'm not a big fan of counter spells. I just think that they're stupid. So I took them out and I put in another instant that was, 2 mana for blue. And this one gives your dudes, hexproof and flying and 4/4. I thought, hexproof is just about as good as counter spells, but it specifically just kind of keeps your dude alive. And I'm well into that. And I thought the rest of it sounds pretty awesome to me. Because one thing, and I think I used it too, to pump some dude up from being a 1/1 to a 4/4, that totally finished off a game. With all the little guys we got, this guy is totally a useful card to keep around. All right, so let's see. Was this deck competitive? Absolutely. Was it fun? It was okay. It was a pretty decent deck. And lastly, was it interesting? A lot more interesting to play than it looked. Let's put it that way. So normally, if you hit all of those, I'm gonna have to give it an A+. I'm just not feeling it. So I'm sorry, because it lost the I'm feeling it thing. I'm gonna pull this deck to just I gotta do it. It's an A+ deck. The reason why is because going out and having other people play it and then having a good win rate is totally going to be the thing that matters. This is an A+ deck. I should highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and go for it. As federal law requires me to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.